going to turn it right back on. I'm going to turn off this one. Oh, it went away. And it's dark. Pink, pink, pink. Oh, let's try this one up there. I do not know. I don't know how to do this. Mm-hmm. Okay, anyway, Facebook Live, I'm sorry, I don't know how to keep it going. So y'all gonna have to come back on, because I'm gonna turn it right back on again, and so I'm inviting you to rejoin it. That is so frustrating. What's going to end in 49 seconds, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 29, 28, 27. Oops, sorry, 36, 35, 34, 33. I was counting too fast. Have you ever tried to count seconds? Always count too fast. Okay, my TikTok live is fixing to shut off. It's and I can't figure out how to make it shut off quicker. I can't make it stay on longer. So we're going to close it out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're out. And it's up there. It's that top right button. End the live. Yes. End it now. That was number 1. Let's go back. Let's go back over here. It's about an hour. Gonna go back in. Gonna do a live. Go live. Okay. Go live. 3, 2, 1. Hey, TikTok Live, this is part 2. It is July the 30th. I'm over here at Teddy's Juke joint. My name is Dixie Taylor. I go by Dixie Rose on TikTok. I am Warrior Mom. I don't really know if this one got a vote that says something went wrong. What could possibly go wrong? It's TikTok Live. Oh, I don't know. Interact. Huh. I don't know how to do any of this. More. Okay. And turn it back on again. Go live, yes. Go live. 3, 2, 1. Hey. All right, this is part 2 of Teddy's Juke Joint Live on July the 30th, year's 2025. So, sorry about all y'all having to watch all that, but anyway, I have 2 cameras going. One is just recording it and one is going live. So, I'm over in one of the preeminent juke joints in the United States. There's only a few of them. This is a oh, that's a pretty chord. What is that? Oh, I was just trying to do an A minor. Yeah, but this is prettier. That's because it's an A7. Isn't that pretty? I can't help it. Sometimes I just like the way a chord sounds. Motherless children have a hard time when their mothers are gone. Motherless children have a hard time when their mothers are gone. Motherless children have a hard time. They don't know what to do. Motherless children have a hard time. Their mothers are gone. Motherless children go from door to door when their mothers are gone. Motherless children go from door to door when their mothers are gone. Motherless children don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Yeah, motherless children have a hard time when their mothers are gone. People say that your sister will do when your mother is gone. People say your sister will do when your mother is gone. People say your sister will do, but she needs a mother too. And motherless children have a hard time when their mothers are gone. Grandma does the best that she can when your mother is gone. Grandma does the best that she can when your mother is gone. Grandma does the best that she can, but she's got a mighty heavy hand. And motherless children have a hard time when their mothers are gone. Share a room with a cousin or two when your mother is gone. Might share a room with a cousin or two when your mother is gone. You know, they don't quite say, but you know you've been thrown away. Motherless children have a hard time when their mothers are gone. You know, they don't quite say, but you know you've been thrown away. Motherless children have a hard time when your mother is gone. Now, used to be that, it was not at all uncommon for somebody down here in the Delta, Louisiana, maybe Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, maybe Florida, I don't know. But they used to have to go, there wasn't any work down here, and during the Depression and stuff like that, there wasn't any work for anybody. So a lot of times people were, they would leave and they would go up north to go try and find work. And so it was, because it was an iffy sort of thing, they would leave the children behind, let them stay with their grandma or something like this. And then the mom and the dad, they would, head up north and see if they could, find a job, and they would send money home. Now you can find little places where you can catch little echoes of that in Louisiana law, because we had something way back in the day where you could transfer the custody of your child by an affidavit, just a piece of paper notarized in front of a notary, and you sign it, and it would transfer the custody, legal custody of your child to like a grandparent or somebody who was taking care of the kid for 1 year, or sooner if the parent came back. And so it's like there's little echoes of that being a true thing that happened like that. Now they're like, well, oh no, you have to go to the court and file a petition if you want to change the custody of your kid. You can't just do it by this affidavit. Well, the reason that they did it by an affidavit is because nobody had the money to go into court and file a piece of paper. And so when the court started going, oh, hey, you're trying to give custody of your kid because you're shopping for schools and school districts and stuff like this, and we're not going to accept this. Well, it's a legally binding document, so, good luck with that one. And it's the cost of filing a petition in court is going up and up and up and up. And people just don't have the money. So, something's going to have to give there a little bit, because this transfer of custody by an affidavit fit a very particular need in the population. I don't know what they're going to do now. I am not involved with making laws and all that stuff, but I know what song I want to do now. It's not this one. What I want to do is Grandma's Hands. I want to do a song called Grandma's Hands. Grandma's Hands. Where is it? Grandma's Hands. It was by Bill Withers. I just think this is a incredible song. And I had somebody who was here at Teddy's. He says, "Do you know Grandma's Hands?" I said, "No, I don't. I've never even heard of it. But come back next week." And so in the meantime, I found it. It used to be hard to find all these old songs. Because if you didn't have a book that had it in it, you couldn't get the chord progression. But now, that's one of the beautiful things about having the internet, is you can find these songs and the chord progressions of them. Now, this was Bill Withers. It was apparently written in 1971. Grandma's clapped in church on Sunday morning. Grandma's hands played the tambourine so well. Grandma's hands used to issue out a warning. She'd say, Billy, don't you run so fast. Might fall on a piece of glass. Might be snakes there in the grass. Grandma's hands. Grandma's hands. Grandma's hands soothed the local unwed mother. Grandma's hands used to ache sometimes and swell. Grandma's hands used to lift her face and tell her, baby, Grandma understands that you really love that man. Put yourself in Jesus' hands. Grandma's hands. Grandma's hands. Grandma's hands used to hand me a piece of candy. Grandma's hands picked me up each time I fell. Grandma's hands, boy, they really came in handy. She'd say, Maddie, don't you whip that boy. What you want to spank him for? He didn't drop no apple core. But I don't have Grandma anymore. If I get to heaven, I'll look for Grandma's hands. Ooh. That's Grandma's Hands by Bill Withers. I wrote a song about my grandma. Let me see if I can find it. It's called Blueberry Pie. A song I wrote about my grandma. Blueberry. Forgot how to spell blueberry. B-L-U-E-B-E-R-R-Y. Blueberry pie, though I cannot tell you why, I can taste my mama's love like the flavor of a hug in Dusky's homemade blueberry pie. Her White House, the dinner bell, half cocked and on its side. Porch screen sings wide open rat-a-tats when I'm inside. Door panes rattle as she steps onto the kitchen porch. My mama loved the blue-gray hair and blueberry pie. Blueberry pie, though I cannot tell you why, I can taste my mama's love like the flavor of a hug in Dusky's homemade blueberry pie. I hug my mama, rush inside where Dusky's got my pie. Press my face to her black cheek and she gives me a smile. She takes a knife and cuts into the crust of my warm pie. Heaven must have sent her to make blueberry pie, blueberry pie. Though I cannot tell you why, I can taste my mama's love like the flavor of a hug in Dusky's homemade blueberry pie. Morning started early with bacon, eggs, and grits. Mama's on the door jam and Dusky's by the sink. Cooking food and feeding souls was how they showed their love. Mayhaw on my biscuits and more blueberry love. Blueberry pie, though I cannot tell you why, I can taste my mama's love like the flavor of a hug in Dusky's homemade blueberry pie. There's a house in Mississippi with a tree in the front yard where Mama trained the branches when my father was a child. Now some 60 years or more, that tree is growing strong, like all my Mama's loving me and blueberry pie, blueberry pie. Though I cannot tell you why, I can taste my Mama's love like the flavor of a hug in Dusky's homemade blueberry pie. In Sandusky's homemade blueberry pie. There we go. Okay. My grandmother, I called her Mamaw. She was from Mississippi. And she had a tree in the front yard. And what she did when the tree was growing is she bent the branches down so they got close to the ground so that it was a good climbing tree. And I used to be climbing up in that tree. Oh, if I got to the house, that's about the first to come in and eat blueberry pie. I mean, have you ever blueberry pie straight out of the oven, all right? And you put this really, really, really cold vanilla ice cream on top of the blueberry pie, and it melts immediately. And I think that's the taste of heaven right there, okay? Blueberry pie. Huh? I know. It's, you know, and I have blueberry bushes growing in my front yard. And so, you know, I have to go out there and every couple of days and pick the blueberries until it stops. And anyway, and the other thing that I was talking about here is Mayhaw jelly. Now, lots of people like strawberry jelly and lots of people like grape jelly. But there's a thing down here called Mayhaw. Mayhaw jelly is, Mayhaw is a tree that grows in swampy areas, so it likes to be wet. And it has something that looks like they tell me it looks like a grape, Mayhaws. And you go and you collect the Mayhaws. And then you make this Mayhaw jelly. Yum. Okay? It tastes kind of, you know, akin to like grape jelly, but so much better. It's kind of a reddish jelly. Oh my God. So if you ever get a chance to have Mayhaw jelly, you really, really, really ought to get it. So Mayhaw jelly on homemade biscuits with butter, you know, and of course you have to have your bacon. You have to cut your bacon strips, crunch, crunch, put them across inside your biscuit. Am I spoiled or what? I was as a kid. Oh. I have a... All right, where is it? I got a camera over here that it's like, oh, I'm running out of juice. Well, all right. I'll take care of it. Don't get upset there, little camera. I got one of these things like this, you know, and all I have to do is kind of go in there and make sure I got the end for my, oh, I don't know how this is going to work. We're going to try it though, because I've got to, got to figure out how to poke this in. Come here, baby. Let's see. And there is a little port right there. Oops. Come back. Don't fall. I don't want you to fall. I do, however, want you to be... Let's see if we got it. Lost connection. 19 minutes. Try now. Interact. Okay, are we back? I have no idea. I have all of this technology and I don't know how to use it. So, anyway, back to Mayhaw jelly. if you ever get a chance to have mayhaw jelly on some fresh biscuits, definitely do it. Now, I like my bacon kind of crispy, but it doesn't matter. Bacon is still good. Huh. So let's see, what do we have here? Lord, this is a song called God. Gosh, I don't even remember the title of it anymore. Anyway, I wrote it with a friend of mine, Tammy Wood. Lord's gonna put his hand on all my trouble. Lord's gonna put his hand on all my fears. Lord's gonna put his hand on all my trouble, and the Lord's gonna make it disappear. You see that man a-standing watching. You see that man a-standing there. You see that man a-standing watching. That's my Lord, and he's gonna come by here. He raised his hand and stilled the water. He raised his hand and calmed my fears. He raised his hand and stilled the waters, just to plan his victory right here. This battle's mine, said the Lord, so you start singing. You just stand right here and watch him fall. He sent me out all alone to face that army. He said, sing, you sing, this battle's done. So I'm gonna sing right here, sing where I'm walking right here. I'm gonna sing right here, sing through this day right here. I'm gonna sing right here because I'm standing right here on the truth right here that sets you free. Hold on, we got more. My Jesus, please don't half-step with your victory. My Jesus, please don't half-step with your victory, 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 victory. My Jesus walked on the water, Jesus walked. My Jesus walked on the seas, Jesus walked. My Jesus walked on the water, Jesus walked. And my Jesus, he walks with me, Jesus walks with me, Jesus walks with me, Jesus walks with me, Jesus walks with me. He said you stand right here and still the water. He said you stand right here and calm the sea. He sent me out all alone to face that army. He sent me out to set me free. Victory, victory, victory. All right. Now, don't know what half-stepping is, because I have a line in there about half-stepping. Well, half-stepping is a country thing from down here. I'm in South Louisiana, but Mississippi would be the same, and I'm pretty sure Alabama would be the same. I was watching a YouTube video from somebody in Texas, and they're talking about, slang things like fixin' to and shit like that. And well, we say it here in Louisiana. I don't know why he thinks it's only Texas. It's not really. But half-stepping means that you're just not putting in the full effort, okay? You're half-stepping. So you're trying to walk slow and do it slow and what. You're going to do something, just do it right, okay? Just do it. That's all I'm saying, What is this? Walk. Oh, here's a fun song, Walk Like a Millionaire. Okay, I wrote this song with Emphatic. It lives in New Zealand. He's a record producer, and he was a friend of mine. It's called Walk Like a Millionaire. Walk like a millionaire. Walk like a millionaire. This is the place where I'm supposed to be. Walk like a millionaire. It's not a house, it's a personality. It's a place where I know that I am free. I'm free. I'm free. All the dogs are barking as I walk through the door. They chewed their toys up, laid them all across the floor. Although I hear them barking, they cannot be found until I sit down on the couch and they piling all around. That's when I know it's the place I'm meant to be. Yo, walk like a millionaire. Walk like a millionaire. Walk into my cozy room in my favorite chair. Let go of everything like I'm a millionaire. I look at my dogs, they're a part of me. Where they are, I feel at home like angels around me. Walk like a millionaire. Walk like a millionaire. Walk like a millionaire. Walk like a millionaire. I'm free. Walk like a millionaire. Walk like a millionaire. Walk like a millionaire. Walk like a millionaire. I'm free. I'm free. Yeah, walk like a millionaire. I kind of like that song. Yep, it's still on. Okay, good. God willing and the creek don't rise. I'm not going to kill my cell phone yet. Aww. I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill, on Blueberry Hill, where I found you. The moon stood still on Blueberry Hill, and it lingered until my dreams came true. The wind in the willow played love's sweet melody, but all of the vows we made were never to be. Though we're apart, hey, you're part of me still. Boy, you were my thrill on Blueberry Hill. I just like that one. That's an old song, but it's just, I just can't help it. I just like it. All right, let's go back to, ooh. This is called A Fine Ship Dancing. And unfortunately, I wrote this song back in 1982 before I played the guitar. It was like 92, 10 years later when I learned how to play the guitar. So here I had this beautiful song and I couldn't play an instrument. Well, you know what happens when you can't play an instrument? Your song does not get sung. So you got to be the one, if you're writing songs, who's got to bring your song out there, and you better screw your courage to a sticking place. Because if you're playing a cover song, everybody already knows it, they like it, blah, blah, blah. You play an original, they don't know it. That's the truth. So you got to be kind of brave. So, anyway, this is called A Fine Ship Dancing Through Tomorrow. You run your hand across her back, speak to me of sometimes how you hate her hold of memories. I cannot see them. I see only what you bring to me, the smile brightening in your eyes. I try to soothe the patches of your life out. I cannot think of second thoughts, because today it brings a fresh wind and the ship is sailing well now, steered with love and hope and vision of a fine ship dancing through tomorrow. I cannot think of second thoughts, because today it brings a fresh wind and the ship is sailing well now, steered with love and hope and vision of fine ship dancing through tomorrow. Yeah, I need to rehearse that one a little bit. I can't remember quite what the melody was. Wow. It's been a while. It's an original song here. And today the sun didn't take my breath away. Today the clouds didn't make me wanna play. I heard the birds and they were singing just for me. But the first time I thought I'd lost my mind, felt the breath bolt from my lungs the first time, and it dropped me to my knees the first time. It's been a while, and today the sun didn't take my breath away. Today the clouds didn't make me want to pray. I heard the birds and they were singing just for me. But the first time I didn't want to stay. I knew the reason why the first time, and it dropped me to my knees the first time. The first time. All right, invite busy mom of one to join live as a guest. I don't know how. I see it. It says invite. I have no idea how to invite. So if you can find Warrior Mom over there on TikTok and leave me a message on how to do it, I would really appreciate it. Oh, an invitation was sent. All these other times when and it never told me, oh, invitation was sent. Oh, well. I like this song. Y'all know this song? There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor girl, and God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans, and my father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. I got one foot on the platform, got the other foot on the train, and I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. Now mothers, tell your children not to do what I have done. Don't spend your life in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound it saved a wretch like me. 'Cause I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. I was blind, but now I see. All right. Yeah, it's a good song. That's a song called Rough Patch. It's by me and Shelley Poole and Simon Ashworth. Yesterday I waited. Yesterday I waited like a fool, believing you'd come. You let me dress up in my good clothes, but you never showed up. And when I need you around, you always let me down. I don't matter. Well, you laughed in my face and you think that's okay, but it's not okay. You say all of the right things, but they don't come with feelings. This is good love, why does it hurt? It's more than a rough patch, baby. I don't want to keep trying. Why you just go on lying? I need to let go, can't hide it, I know it's more than a rough patch, baby. is too late. I can't believe we're saying we're done. I thought you were my best friend, but this is nothing like love. And I can't turn it around when your words let me down. It matters. You say all of the right things, but they don't come with feelings. And if this is good love, why does it hurt? It's more than a rough patch, baby. I don't want to keep trying. Why you just go on lying? I need to let go, can't hide it. I know it's more than a rough patch, baby. You never step up when it gets real, so I think you should know how it feels. You never step up when it gets real, so I think you should know how it feels. You say all of the right things, but they don't come with feelings. If this is good love, why does it hurt? It's more than a rough patch, baby. I don't want to keep trying. You just go on lying. I need to let go, can't hide it. I know it's more than a rough patch, baby. Thank you. Love songs, heartbreak songs. All right. I have no idea how much juice my phone has. I have no idea. I think it's still connected to TikTok Live. Apparently it is. Okay. I'm going to do a song called Down in Louisiana. I'm down in Louisiana. We eat rice. Other places eat potatoes. We eat potatoes too, but we eat rice. You know, that I heard a long time ago that there's this place called Crowley, which is on the other side of Lafayette. And it's in South Louisiana, kind of on the way towards Texas from Baton Rouge. And it was like the #1 producer of rice in the world. And there's some rich-ass motherfuckers over there because a rice field has to be flooded. So they flood the rice field, and then they grow crawfish in the water. And then when it's time to drain the rice fields, you harvest the crawfish, you sell them, and then you drain the rice field, and then you harvest the rice. They make money hand over fist there. Down in Louisiana. Down in Louisiana. When you're down in Louisiana, when you're down in Louisiana, when you're down in Louisiana, you eat everything with rice. Red beans in the morning, red beans in the night. When you're down in Louisiana, you eat red beans day and night. 'Cause when you're down in Louisiana, you eat everything with rice. Down in Louisiana. When you're down in Louisiana, when you're down in Louisiana, when you're down in Louisiana, you eat everything with rice. I bought a big old sack of rice 'cause my dogs can eat it too. And if you come by my house, I'll have rice to feed to you. 'Cause when you're down in Louisiana, you eat everything with rice. Today, we're drinking water, and there's no sugar for my tea. Don't come by for breakfast, or you'll be eating rice with me. 'Cause when you're down in Louisiana, you eat everything with the rice. Now people say we're real serious about food here in South Louisiana. I suspect that's true because you start thinking about lunch and breakfast and dinner and lunch. And if you're poor, you better get creative, so I made a list. You got eggs and rice and red beans and rice, black beans and rice and big beans and rice. You got black-eyed peas and rice, and then you got your meat. You got hamburger and rice and sausage and rice, chicken and rice and hot dogs and rice. You got peanut and rice and salmon and rice and mackerel and rice and catfish and rice, margarine and sugar and milk and rice. And hey, if you got that, you're in tall cotton because that's almost a dessert. And then you got your other stuff. Canned peas and rice, canned corn and rice, okra and rice, gravy and rice, and fried rice. Red beans in the morning, red beans in the night. When you're down in Louisiana, you eat red beans day and night. 'Cause when you're down in Louisiana, you eat everything with rice. Red beans and rice. That's what I had. That's what I had for breakfast yesterday. As a matter of fact, sure did. That's because I bought them the night before and I was eating them for dinner. So stick them in the fridge and pull them. Yeah. And if you can try not to all you want to, but you're going to. Yeah. Okay, it's about 10 minutes of 9. I think my, anyway, thank y'all for, you people on, TikTok Live. Thank you for tuning in. I'll try again to figure out how to let somebody, come up as a guest, because I see the names, and I don't know how to invite them. Like Bevy, Joe, 45. I didn't know how to invite you up as a guest. I just don't know how to do these things. So anyway, that's it. I'm closing it down, and so bye. If I can push the button and make it stop. Oop, end it. One viewer is currently watching. Yes, bye. End it now. Thank you.